Just checking if my audio is available. Live has not started yet. I'm waiting. Just checking if my audio is available. Just a minute. Okay. So, in this video, I'm talking about binomial distribution. What is binomial? How is it calculated? What is the use of it? Okay, so in this regard, I have already written this article. Maybe possibly you are watching this video inside the article itself. So I'm going to append it somewhere here. Here, it is. If you are here and you already know whatever I have written and all. In case you have discovered me on YouTube or somewhere or Facebook somewhere, so this is an article which I have written about explaining what is binomial distribution. I'll start from the beginning. First, definition of the binomial distribution probability that can predict the number of successes in a series of trials. So it's saying that binomial distribution can tell you if you do 10 trials of an experiment, the probability that 5 of those trials will be successful. Or in other words, we can also say that अगर आप ऐसे 10 ट्रायल 10 एक्सपेरिमेंट करते हैं उसमें क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी है ये गेस करने की मतलब सक्सेस को भी और फेलियर को भी अगर टेस्ट करना हो तो उसकी क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी है this is calculated based on the previous data. Like, other things are also required, some components are also required. When you are going to calculate, I'll show you the formula. So this is the formula. So this is actually calculating the density one. If you want cumulative, that can also there is also an option for that. So this this formula tells you what is the formula used in statistic, right? So obviously in today's world we are not going to calculate everything manually. We are doing like for everything we are okay. So for everything we are using other tools. So in this video, I am going to use Excel as a tool to calculate the binomial distribution, and this is the formula like P of x is equal to n of cx multiplied by P of x multiplied by Q of x. Q, which is also like I have explained it here as well. So this okay. So I'll get into the example. Okay. So here x represents the number of successes you are interested in. Maybe you are interested in guessing the number of failures. In that case, x will represent that. N here will represent the total number of trials, and P will represent the probability of success in a single trial. Like those are the things like I have already covered in other videos and articles. I will not go into that. I'll directly come to this part of example. Okay. So here the statement is the question is a bank issues a gold credit card. There is a bank which has a product called gold credit cards, and from the past data of the customers for gold credit card they already have this success rate data that probability that out of all the customers 70% of their customers are paying the bill on time who are using the gold credit card. Okay. So, like now they are expanding into a new region or something. So they want to understand what is the probability of now. Okay. From the past data, it is determined that 70% of all customers pay on time. In a sample of if a sample of 7 accounts is selected at random, construct the binomial distribution of accounts paying on time. Okay. So they are saying that now you have to construct a binomial distribution. Need my other hand be free. So I'll use Excel here. So X means the number of success or failures we want. In this case, we are going to 7. Okay, so we can directly calculate this for 7 also, but because I want to show about probability, cumulative and density both, so I will take a series of numbers. Okay, up till so I'll take till 7 all numbers, and then we'll explain about it. So zoom in because now you must be able to see this. So there are two things you can calculate. There are two components of probability density when you are doing it. Okay. First is the density function P of x can be represented by P of x, and other one is P of C, like cumulative. I'll explain you also what is the difference between cumulative and probability. Okay. So what are the there is a function in Excel to calculate this. It will use the same formula, but it is easy to calculate over here. That's why I'm using it. It asks for number of successes. I'll use this function window to better this. In case this window is not readable to you, okay. So the first argument this function wants is the number of successes in a trial. I can also say number of failures in a trial you are looking for. So in this case, my x will be these numbers. This was represented by x, right? I said if you want to know what is the probability that nobody will be able to pay on time, what is the probability of everybody will pay on time, right? That's the x. Next argument is number of trials you want. So number of trials in this case, we have already said that number of 7 trials. Our sample size is 7. We are going to take 7 samples and 7 trials where we will be guessing. This is asking for the probability. What is your already understood probability like? What is the something you have already calculated? So in this case, we have calculated. We have determined with the past data that there are 70% customers who will pay the bills on time, right? Okay, so it will be represented with 0.7. Here now it is asking cumulative. Actually, this explanation written here is like not exactly in this context. If you read this, you won't be able to get a clear idea. So here I am telling you that when it's a possible probability mass function, then it is going to calculate the density, right? In all, it is not going to add. And when you fix it as true, it will calculate the cumulative function. The difference between the density and cumulative is density will calculate for this number itself whatever you have given in this numbers column. Okay. So for this example, we are giving it 0, so it will calculate only 0. When we provide 1 to it, it will calculate only for the 1. And when we provide 2 to it, it will calculate only for the 2. But when we are calculating a cumulative this thing, in that case, it is going to take the density for 0, density for 1, density for 2, and it will add all those to come with the number for cumulative probability distribution, binomial distribution for 2. So it will add all the previous results also. In this case, for this column, we are only going for density function. So I'll set it as 0, which will represent false. Okay. And I should also fix the column because I'm going to this is what we have got. This is the density function telling you that what is the probability? What is the probability? 0%. Nobody will halting the payment. Everyone will pay on time. What is the probability that one person will fail, 2% will fail, 3% will fail, 4 people will fail to pay on time, 7 people will fail to pay on time. So if I can convert this into percentage, then it will be better for us. What is the probability that all 7 people will not pay on time? 8%. I am going to calculate the cumulative. I'll use the same formula. Okay. And I'll set this cumulative as 1. It will calculate the cumulative. This is what we have come up with. Says that 0, it is same for 0% person fail. Okay, nobody will fail. One person will fail. Now you can see the difference here is 0.36, here is 0.38 because it has added 0.36 with 0.02. Now the probability for 2 people is 2.5. Now it has added. Know the difference. That's it for this. Very much. If you guys think this is useful to any of your friends, like the article or the video, you can share it. You can also visit our website. Basically, we are covering educational articles also here. Along with that, we are also reading about the job opportunity. And right now, it is like different job opportunities, maybe like government jobs and private jobs both. I'm also going to expand this medical coding related job opportunity, working on a case still have about the if it is useful for any of your friends, consider sharing us. Thank you very much.